girls, go ahead and open up to page 331, and we're going to be working in our notebook today. All right, so we have our first few problems. The directions say, write a decimal number to represent the distance each person has traveled. So Aki has traveled, that's an interesting name. Aki has traveled 3/10 of the distance, and Stephen has traveled 5/10 of the distance. So Aki traveled, how do you write 3/10 in a decimal? You would write 0.3. And Stephen traveled 5/10. That would be 0.5. Okay? So we're trying to compare who traveled more? Who traveled the most distance here? Aki traveled 3/10 or Stephen traveled 5/10? Now, we could think of it with fractions, of course, because they both are in the tenths, so we can compare them. 3/10. We could, 5/10. Which one is more? Clearly 5 is more than 3, right? You could also think of it as with money. So we have 0.3 here. We could always add this imaginary 0 here and imaginary 0 over here, okay? Adding that 0 after just saying that, oh, we have no hundredths. That's fine. We have no hundredths, but it's just making it so that we can compare it with money in mind. So this looks to me like 30 cents, and this is 50 cents. So which one is more? Again, Stephen. So I'm going to go ahead and circle this one because I know that Stephen traveled more. Okay? So the second one, Jose has traveled 25/100ths of the distance, and Lakeisha has traveled 18/100ths of the distance. So Jose traveled 25/100ths. We're going to write that as 25/100ths. Lakeisha traveled 18/100ths. 18/100ths, okay? We can compare those using just what we know of money. This looks right here like 25 cents, and over here we have 18 cents. So which one is more? 25 cents or 25/100ths is more than 18/100ths, okay? Yasir has traveled 7/10 of the distance, and Danielle has traveled 59/100ths of the distance. So, okay, let's write these in decimals. 7/10, and Danielle has traveled 59/100ths. Okay, so do we compare 7 and 59? No. We have to make sure that since this number right here is in like tenths and hundredths, we need to make sure that this number also has tenths and hundredths. Like we're comparing it by using cents, okay? So I'm just gonna add a 0 here so that I have 70 cents and 59 cents, okay? So now which one is bigger? 7/10 or 70/100ths or 59/100ths? 70 cents or 70/100ths is bigger, okay? Number 4, Leah has traveled 8/100ths of the distance, and Kwang Sun has traveled 6/10 of the distance. Okay, so I'm gonna write these 8/100ths. Leah traveled 8/100ths, so no tenths and 8/100ths. Okay. Kwang Sun traveled 6/10 of the distance. Now this one has hundredths, so that means that this one should also have hundredths. So I'm gonna just add a 0 here so we can compare them with money. So here I have 8 cents, 8/100ths, or 60/100ths, which is the same thing as 6/10. 60/100ths. Which one is more, 8 cents or 60 cents? Well, drop my pen. 60 cents is a lot more, okay? So Kwang Sun traveled a longer distance. Okay, so now we're just gonna be we're gonna do practice comparing. So we have 0.4 or 0.04. Now I'm gonna add a 0 here so that I can compare cents-wise. So I have 40 cents or I have 4 cents. Well, 40 cents is bigger. Okay, here I have 30 and I have 3/10. I'm gonna add a 0 here so I can compare them. 30 and 30 are the same, 30 cents and 30 cents. Over here I have 24 cents here, and I'm gonna add a 0 here to make it 70 cents. 70 cents or 24 cents, 70 cents is bigger, okay? Over here I have 0.1 or 0.8. Just for the fun of it, I'm gonna add a 0 here and a 0 here. So I have 10 cents and I have 80 cents. Which one is more? 80 cents. Okay, number 9. I have 61 cents or I have 80 cents. 80 cents is more. Number 10, I have 54 cents or I have 20 cents. 54 cents is more. 11, I have 11 cents and 15 cents. That's already kind of written nice and easy for us. 15 cents is more. Number 12, I have 2 cents. So you have 0, 2 cents. And I'm going to add the 0 here, 20 cents. Be careful on these ones because they can be tricky. And if you do them too fast, you can make a mistake. 2 cents or 20 cents, 20 cents is bigger. It's more. All right, number 13, we have 0.5, 5/10 or 50 hundredths. Remember we add this 0 here and they are the same. Okay, 77 cents or 30 cents. 77 cents is more. 6 cents or 60 cents. 60 cents is more. 90 cents or 35 cents. 90 cents is more. 4/10 or 40 cents and 70 cents. 7/10 or 70 hundredths. 70 cents is more. Here we have 10 cents and 10 cents. They are the same. Here we have 5/10 or 50 hundredths. So 50 cents and 81 cents. 81 cents is bigger. 41 cents or 39 cents. 41 cents is bigger. Now we have 90 cents or 9 cents. 90 cents is bigger. 48 cents or 60 cents. 60 cents is bigger. 53 cents or 40 cents. 53 cents is bigger. So 70 cents or, I'm going to add a 0, 70 cents, they are equal. So boys and girls, I know I went through this very fast. Also remember it is a video, so you can always go back and watch them. You can pause the video. You can rewatch it multiple times. So make sure that you do this practice. It's very, very good stuff here. And always remember that when you're trying to compare it with money, just add a 0 if you need to at the end, okay? All right, so next is page 332. Here we go. It's kind of fun. What decimal number represents the part of his vacation that is past? So Carlos has been vacationing for 1 week of his 10-day vacation. So it sounds like he's been vacationing for 1 week. So 7 days out of the total 10-day vacation. So what decimal represents the part of his vacation that is already over? It would be 7/10. How do we write 7/10 as a decimal? 0.7. Remember, it's just in the tenths place. What decimal number represents the part of his vacation that remains? How many more days does he have? He's already spent 7 days there. He has 8, 9, 10. 3 more days. 3 out of the 10 days left. So how do we write 3/10 as a decimal? 0.3. Okay. Now Jeremy spent 3/4 and 1 nickel at the bookstore. All right, so 3/4, how many cents is that? 3/4. 1/4 is 25, so 3/4 is 75 cents, right? 75 cents, and 1 nickel. How much is a nickel? 5 cents, right? 5 cents. So if I add those both together, 75 cents and 5 cents, that would be 80 cents. And I would write that like that. I could even do a 0 before the decimal. What decimal part of a dollar did he spend? Well, he spent 80 cents. 80 cents, which, I mean, it's 80 out of 100, right? 80 hundredths, 80 cents. What decimal part of a dollar did he not spend? So out of a whole dollar, he didn't spend 20 cents, right? He needs 20 cents to spend a whole dollar. So what decimal part of a dollar did he not spend? He didn't spend 20 cents. Okay? This one is worded really weird, but really it's asking for simple things. It's just the wording is kind of confusing. All right, Dana is planning to run 1/10 of a mile every day for 8 days. Wow, 1/10 of a mile. So like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, another Monday. She's gonna run 1/10 of a mile every day. What is the total distance she will run in 8 days? So it looks like, yeah, if we have 1/10 plus 1/10, 1/10 plus 1/10 plus 1/10 plus 1/10 plus 1/10, 8 times, that would give us 8 tenths, right? As a fraction, 8 tenths. How do we write that as a decimal? 0.8, because 8 is in our tenths. Okay. Number 30, if Dana runs 1/10 of a mile each day for 2 more days, what will be the total distance she runs over the 10 days? So remember up here it says she's planning on running 1/10 of a mile every day for 8 days. What if she runs 2 more days, like 10 days? So if she does 1/10 times 10 days, what will be the total distance she runs over 10 days? Well, 10 times 1 is 10, right? She would have run 10 tenths. 10 tenths, or 1 whole mile. Because if she runs 1/10 10 times, she would run the whole thing, the whole mile. Okay? Because 10 tenths is 1 whole. She would run 1 whole mile if she ran 1/10 of a mile for 10 days. Okay? All right, practice writing decimal numbers. Here we go. We have 0.1. 1 is in, so we're going to write the word name. Word name. So when we're writing word name, that means we're going to have to spell it out and write the word. So here we have 1. Our number is 1. And what place value is it in? It's in the tenths. So 1/10. That's how we would write the word name. Over here we have total 9. We have 9 after the decimal, and that is in the hundredths place. So we would say 9 hundredths. Hundredths. Okay? 9 hundredths. Over here, our number after the decimal is 73. 73. And we would say 73 hundredths. 100, and add the ths, hundredths. Over here, our number after the decimal is 5. And what place value is it in? Just in the tenths. 5 tenths. All right? So that's how you would do the word name for each number. You have to write it out. If it says word name, you have to write it out in words. Okay? Kind of like word form. You have to write it out in words. All right. Now on these next 4, write a decimal number for each word name. So we're doing the reverse of what we did here. So 14 hundredths would be shown as that, 14 hundredths, or 14 cents. Number 36, we have 2/10. We would write our decimal and 2 in the tenths place. Okay. 8/10, we would write our decimal and an 8 in our tenths place. Number 38, 6/100, we'd write a decimal. And since we're in our hundredths and we're doing 6, we're going to do a 0 in the tenths and a 6 in the hundredths. 6/100 or 6 cents. Okay, and that is it for today. Make sure that when you are done with this video and filling out your your workbook, you're going to go on Mastery Connect and do some more practice problems. Good luck.